washes the forest green. Time for this crew of rangers to set off on a routine patrol, a ride that could take hours or even days. In Kanas, 13 forest rangers stationed across the reserve, covering some 2,200 square kilometers. These guardians go deep into the untouched woods, looking after nature's gifts. For the cruise chief, 40-year-old Baishula, he's been doing the same job every week for nearly 2 decades, patrolling the area, reporting the risks of wildfire and deforestation, and hunting for pest damage and potential poachers.
We carry stones in our pockets while patrolling, and place stones or marks on wood at crossings. After years of patrolling, you become familiar with these roads. You may think all mountains look the same, but each one has its own name, and it's all based on experience.
Missions sometimes put lives at risk. For example, when crossing ranging rivers deep in the forest. That was especially the case in the old days, when there were no bridges.
There were only 5 ranger stations and a few staff members when I first came, but there were many who illegally gathered cordyceps. They were always on the move, knew how to ride, and wouldn't dare catch them. Today, with more help, greater levels of protection, and improved legal awareness, they no longer show up.
One huge challenge is loneliness. During their long periods of isolation, the rangers only have 3 days a month at home. Instead of family, they have to find solace in their colleagues, horses, and the silent mountains.
I devoted all my youth to Kanas. When I was 20, I spent the whole summer in the mountains with no signal and no chance to meet girls. It's too late if you don't get married at 33 here, and I became a leftover man. Fortunately, I managed to find someone later who understands my work.
Now Baishula is the breadwinner for 2 children. He says he will teach them the importance of protecting their land, while also respecting the desire of young people to chase opportunities outside mountains. Some from the new generation have decided to take up the mantle of their forebears, like Tilek Nulebek, who became a forest ranger after graduating from university.
I've liked the feeling of the mountains since childhood. It's clean, and the last pure land in Xinjiang needs someone to protect it.
It's a career that comes at a cost, but he says the sacrifice brings him a sense of accomplishment he cannot find elsewhere.
Most staff at our station can't speak Mandarin very well, so I teach some in my spare time, and I also help them write the log. And this year we have 3 postgraduate students working on research projects, so we often help them too.
While fewer and fewer locals from the young generation are willing to work through the sun and the rain, Tilek has a different idea.
I have feelings for the mountains, rivers, and the people here. It's hard to leave them. Now the state has made great efforts to protect nature, and the conditions of our workplace are gradually improving. I think the future will be better and better.
For Tilek and others like him, such feelings are deeply rooted, and it's their sense of responsibility that sets them apart.